Check, check. Are we all in? Check, check. Okay. Been a while since I've gone live. Hello, thank you for dropping in. We have some audio. Got a weird video going on today. So, I started building a track, and let me see if I can just show you real quick the old school stupid way. Let's see. Where are you? See, I'm working on a track. Okay. So, bear with me while I open some other apps and get these other screen going and whatnot. And I'll try to explain what I'm doing while I'm getting set up. Hopefully that didn't close everything. Oh my god, where'd it go? Oh, goodness. I started building this track in my music maker software. I'm looking for the one to share my phone first. Hold on. There you are. I'm gonna have to go through codes and all kinds of... Yeah. Let's go over here. Alright. There we go. Now I can find it. Like I said, just gotta set stuff up here. Well, I've done quite a bit of editing to this new track that I haven't really shared much with anyone yet, and while listening to it obsessively, as I do when I'm making a track, it doesn't matter if I've got one track, two tracks, got drums, bass, anything and whatnot. As long as I've got something going, I'll have it on repeat in my car, and shit while I'm working all day long, mulling over ideas. And while I'm listening to it, I found, let me see, if you are seeing what I'm seeing, you are not. There we go. I made this track on my software on my computer, and then I transferred it to my phone by cutting out specific bars or riffs, transferring them one by one, and then putting them in the loop table on GarageBand so that I can kind of format how I put the song together. And I've been working on that for a little while, and listening to it, I've noticed there's some gapping that I was not aware of until I really started listening hard. And you can see maybe right here at the very beginning there's no sound wave for one little click, maybe two, on this highlighted blue one, obviously. And so when it repeats as a loop, where is it? That's not it. That's not it. Yeah, that's the other. There it is. It's this one. When it comes back and repeats as part of the loop, you see it's got that little tiny line of no sound right there. I don't know if your screen is big enough to see this. On my big screen on the side that I'm showing you, it's big enough to see it, but I don't know how that transfers to your screen. But there's this little tiny little sliver of straight line, so there's no sound. And when it comes back and starts that loop, you hear a little. It's the quickest, but man, I'm nitpicking so fucking hard now because it's starting to sound good and I want to be right. So this has been bugging me. I'm obsessing over it. It's been bugging me for actually a couple of days now while I'm working on this other stuff and formatting. I noticed it and I'm I'll let it go for now. And I've tried several ways of fixing it and it just doesn't work. And I don't know if you can see that one down there. There's a big long blank spot in that one. So I've got that one to fix, and that one also. See that long straight line at the beginning of that track? That's not good. That was a bad loop cut. So I gotta go back to the beginning. My computer's gonna freak out. Oh, I hit it twice. Now I really know it's gonna freak out. I think I opened the friggin' program twice. Let me close it before I crash everything. Unless it already did. Oh yeah, see, it's opening again. I think I've got two of these open. See, I knew it. Damn it. Some things you click once and it works, and some things you click twice, and sometimes I forget which one's which. And I double click something and it actually opens it twice. That's alright. Crisis averted. You didn't see any of it, obviously it's on the other screen, but here it is. And where did you go? Okay, put you back up so I can see. Okay, so now I gotta find the track. If it'll let me, won't let me scroll. And I haven't changed the name on it here yet. Bingo. Okay. So this is the original. It's like one riff and then a second riff and then the first riff repeated, and that's it for here. This is like the raw where I make my loops in and then I drag them from here and put them on GarageBand and work the formatting with the loops after the fact. But apparently I wasn't as picky as I should have been in clipping these let me see if I can I want to resize this a little bit if it'll let me. There we go. And then I don't usually do it in a small window like this, but we'll make it work, because what I want to try to do is compare one to the other, because for some reason I have a pet peeve right now in GarageBand. When you, I don't know if you can see my arrow cursor, when you rename a track, it doesn't friggin' stay. I have changed the name of these tracks to like lead guitar 1, lead guitar 2, rhythm guitar 1, rhythm guitar 2, and every time I reopen the file it goes back to the name of the first actual track on the friggin' grid. You know, my file name for one of the tracks. And since I built it, I'm clicking on the wrong thing. Since I built it in the loop thing, like here there's more than one track, so there's more than one track title. Even though it says new track 1, intro track 5, that's this one. And on the magic screen, let me get back onto it, it won't let me. It won't let me put it up front. That one, track 5, would be that clip right there. Let's zoom in. See this from here to here. That one, the red one. That's what I call intro or intro track 1 guitar, whatever. In track 1, intro track 5 guitar track, whatever. I keep moving stuff I can't read. Oh, okay. So it's not on line 5, so that doesn't help me saying intro track 5. It's not on the and I tried renaming them rhythm 1, lead 1, rhythm 2, you know what I mean, and it won't friggin' stay. because I changed the order of they were in from one to the other, so it's messing with my head now. And one's a touchscreen and one's not, so I gotta remember to do that. Before I get into anything, let's preview a I keep forgetting this not on that screen. Let's premiere a demo of what it is so far. So what I've got so far, other than those blank ticks that we're going to try to fix tonight, is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different guitar tracks or lines across, you know, but there are different riffs in each one. There's like, some of them have 2, and I've got an alternate. Like when I played it on Magix, I played the riff twice, and I initially using like the first one, but I also captured the second one as an option for any like little nuances and variations will matter. So sometimes even if you can layer them, even though they're the exact same riff, those little nuances give it a more broader sound. So I might double them up like that, or I just switch from one to the other just so it's not so repetitive. Even though it is the same riff, it will, to the trained ear, you will hear those little minute differences from one to the other if it were played as a single track. But there's so many layers you don't really notice. It's just something I notice as the creator, so I figured I'd share that little tidbit. But yeah, so like I said, let's see how this audio works. We're going to premiere this as an unfinished track. So far it's got the 5, I think, guitar tracks and the 1 bass track. I've written vocals, I've written the lyrics. I have not recorded them yet, and you'll hear a spot, I'll point it out too, that I'm hoping I can pull off some kind of cool solo for it. I don't know if it's going to be an improvised thing or if I'm actually going to like take the time to write one and I practice it and get it down, you know what I mean? If I want to be that specific about it, or if I just want to wing it and see how it comes out like I usually do. I don't know. But those are the 2 things I have left really to add, is vocals and a lead solo. And I've got some other sound effects and shit I'm going to add on, like some spoken word kind of stuff, and, you know, little sprinkles, the little, who's that chef? Anyway, enough jibber jabber. Here's what I've got so far, and for all intents and purposes, I might as well. The title of this track is going to be "Within Me." Within me, okay? Within me. I had to turn the metronome off, sorry. And I don't even know if the audio is working. Inside of me, inside. have no idea if the audio on that actually worked, if it played back through the stream. It went through the earphones. But as we've seen in the past, that doesn't always translate to the stream for some reason. And I haven't done this in so long, God only knows if it's set up to be right this time. So if you noticed in the comments, you know, if you end up watching, throw a shout out, say yes, the music, I heard this sound, I heard the audio, whatever, that'd be great. But it doesn't matter right now because there's 0 viewers, so like nobody heard it anyway. So you'll catch it on the rerun. By then I'll probably know. So whatever. But I can check. Let's see if this will do it while it's... Oh, here we go. Back up. Back up. Oh, we've got like an infinite loop thing going on now. How'd that happen? That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, I can't go back far enough. That's crazy. Oh, I can't go back far enough. What the heck? Now there's no sound at all. Not even for me. Huh. Now I don't have sound. Isn't that great? Well, I hope you heard it the first time. Let's see if it opens back up. If that'll do it. Nope. What happened here? Oh, go away. No audio. Well, okay. Yeah, if you've been here, you're used to this by now. Let's try to reopen it. Things don't always go as planned, especially for my streams. Yep, and now it's not opening again. There we go. That's a big fat no. Big fat no to the sound on that. Okay. Will deal. Maybe there's sound on the other one. Guess I gotta go back and fix this anyway. So I don't know if you heard it, but there were little spots that didn't quite vibe with me, and let me see, which one is it? The first one I don't like. We're gonna say new track 1, guitar riff 1. Guitar riff 1, which would be an 8-bar one. So let's first we need to isolate the 8 bars. There we go. Let's find that blank spot. Oh, I see him. I see two of them. There's the other one. Yeah, zoom way in. Alright. So what did I call it? Guitar 1, riff 1. That would be this one up here. That's not right. Or is that the drums up top? That's the drums. Okay. So yes, this is guitar 1, riff 1. And I don't know if you can see it, if you can make the screen bigger. Or maybe I can. A little bit. A little bit. Right here, where the little hand is, the white hand, there's a little single blue line until right about here, and then it starts like a double blue. That's the very first sound actuating. So what I want to do is move this until it starts right on the sound. Now let me zoom out a little bit so I can get to the other end and make sure the end see, I need to move it here, and that, that lines up pretty good. So let's listen to it and see how, I don't know, it kind of breaks into the other one. It's like the first note of the next riff. Non-destructive editing, let me see. Can I stretch this one back out and get the rest of... or did it go back to the beginning? It went back to the beginning. It looped it. Alright, alright. That's okay. I think I know where it is. So I don't want to have that blank spot at the end. So I shifted the 8 bars over. I need it to be exactly 8 bars. So I need to find the rest of this track. Because obviously I was off by a pinch in the beginning. I moved it over, and now I got to find that pinch at the end. So I got to go to my graveyard. You all know what a graveyard is, right? It's your everything you clip and cut and pull away and put on a muted line. Oh, it's going to be labeled. I need to go over here and look. Zoom in, stretch it out. It's not labeled the way I wanted. I know which track it is, I think. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I want solo. There we go. Nope, that's the alternative for the other one. Is it this one? Nope. I gotta label stuff. I gotta do a better job at labeling stuff. Whoa. Not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. Why did it go back to there? Play. Nope, it's not that one. Could be one of these two. One of these. Ugh. I clipped it and pulled it away. Those are drum tracks. So did I not? Oh wait. No, that's a single track. That's a single track. What is this down here? I think that's the bass line. I think that's the bass. Yep. Yep, okay. So what the hell did I do? How did I lose that piece? Oh. What if I... No, that was... No. I just have to record the damn track over again. Doesn't make... Oh. No, I'm looking at the wrong one again. I'm looking at the wrong damn... Oh. I moved the wrong one. I'm looking at the wrong damn one. Are you freaking kidding me? I'm supposed to be looking at line 2. The top one is the drums, right? Let's solo and find out. I think I just fucked up. What? Did I leave the bass on solo as well? Yes, I did. And why is it way the hell down there? Oh. So I played the bass throughout the whole track, this unformatted version of it, and I just kept the 4/8 bars that fit, that was right for each part, instead of using the whole single track. So this is the actual bass line down here, the one that's not in the graveyard. Yeah. Okay, so the top one is the drums. I screwed up. I know. Bear with... Whoa, what just happened? What just happened? Okay. Whew. Scared me. Like, where'd everything go? So, line 2. We're looking at line 2. Move this over to that first dot, and this is where I screwed up. I went over to the other end and I started looking at the top one and not the second one. I moved so fast, oh my god. Oh, I went past it. Moved so fast when you zoomed all the way in. So right here is what I really want. So if I just take the scissors, I don't even really need to do this, but just so I can see. Now, get rid of the scissors before I cut something else. See, it's not separated there. Is it the 16 bar one? Is that one? Oh, that's the 16 bar. Undo. Oh, I messed up. This is a 16 bar loop. Now we got... Oh. Like I said, anything can happen. Oh man, I zoomed in even more. Okay. Oh, that's too far. I just want this red line on that first double line right there. And that might even be a noise. That might not even be the first part of the wave. It could be that one... I don't know. Okay, so now I want to move this over. Oh, hey, don't go so fast. Right there. Okay, zoom out before I lose that. So that's where I really want it to start. So I gotta fix the end here. Unfortunately, I can't tie it back together where it's clipped. Why is there a gap here? But you see, it's cut right here, and I need it to be cut over here, I believe. No, I don't need to cut it to export the section in the yellow bar, but just as a visual, a reference, so I know for future editing where the line is. I'm gonna guess. Oh, I wish I could make it snap to it. Oh, I'm gonna guess and say that's this level with the orange bar, yellow bar, whatever. Okay. So now, what I was going to show you is I've added that little section on the end. It's tiny, tiny, tiny when you zoom back out, but you hear it as a click. Now let's solo this and just see how the loop goes. See if it's clean this time. I didn't check, I just assumed. And again, hopefully you can hear the audio. Hopefully that's working. It's working for me this time on this one. Whoa, 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 whoa. Something isn't working right. Maybe it was 8 bars. Let me see. It's so small. Oh, it's 16 bar. Something doesn't make sense, because there's the riff plays twice in the bar, and at the end of it there's a slide. Da, 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 da. It does that twice. It should have ended on that on the second time around, but it didn't. Oh wait, did I start from the beginning of that? I better have. Da da, no slide. Da da, no slide. No slide. Here comes the slide. Da 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 da. Why didn't it slide on the second one? Why didn't it do that? Why? It's supposed to. Now, that doesn't even make sense. Why is that wrong? What happened? Why is that wrong? No, that would be wrong too. Here comes the slide. And it should do that again at the end of the riff. And it doesn't. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why doesn't it? When doesn't it? What happened? Why did it say cannot play? Why can it not play? Something wrong here. Alright. Oh, for Christ's sake. There. Now, let's try this all over again, one more time. And again, I don't even know if you heard any of the audio to begin with, so screw it. Did that work? Bingo. Okay. Okay. That would be I keep forgetting which screen to freaking move. And I want to see that again. Okay, it's up there. Guitar 1, riff 1. This one right here. That one. Solo. There's the slide. Huh. I could have sworn it slid twice. Or maybe that's the other half when I ran it twice. No, I didn't. Why did I think it slid twice? Okay. Well, so now that we got that situated, let's so in that case, the loop works. It almost sounded like there was still a tick. Oh, look, and it's still... Let's move it over here. Okay. Let's try that again. Let's see if it rotates back cleaner. I don't know if I'm hearing a guitar pick hitting the string like a little chop, or if I'm hearing a click from a gapping issue still. Let's try moving this right there. I mean, it's got to be 16 bars even, so we know that. I just got to get to line up right now. Okay. It's definitely pick contacting the string that I'm hearing, and I believe I know why. I think that's what these little marks here are. I think we need to move over further to right there. I think that's how far off we are. I think that'll do. Oh, I think I got it. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. What? I'm looking at the wrong track. What happened here? I think I'm looking at the wrong track. So confusing. So if I move the line here, zoom in. Now there's no line there, let's move in. This is gonna screw the track up so bad. Now, see, I'm way over in the wave now. It's gotta be here. I think that first little lump is that pick strike. Okay. This is the tedium. This is kind of what discourages me from time to time, is having to go back and really nitpick. I still hear it a little chop, so I'm going to move it over a little more. Let's try right there. Maybe this down, up, down is the chop, and this is where it starts. Hopefully you understand my nomenclature. Little chop, the little pick strike. Chop. I mean, you can hear it throughout the riff from time to time, but I don't want it to be a focal point at the beginning of that track, the riff. You know what I mean? Is it when it loops, it makes it tick. It still does it. I'm just worried that if I go too far, the back end's going to be pulling into the other rift too much, which I'm probably going to have to fix. I had to start from scratch, basically. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna go mental, and I'm gonna go all the way to like some real waveform starting. That's still a tiny little pinch, though. It's just that one fraction of a second that I want to get rid of. I heard it already. I still heard it right at the beginning. Did you hear it? That might have been because my red line was not in the right spot. Let's see if it loops around to it. Yep. Still on the friggin' pick strike. And the other riff doesn't start till here. Technically, the timing is a little off. So maybe that's how far I need to bring this one. Oh, I just don't think so. I could listen to it zoomed in, but it moves so fast I won't be able to catch where it... I wonder if it's this right here. This is gonna be crazy. Wow, I still can't seem to get rid of it. Again, it might have been a bad start. Let's try from here and see if it loops to it. That wasn't that bad. That sounds better. We're either there or really close. Can we go a little bit more? Oh, I'm already in that wave, aren't I? If I go like there, that might be the end of it. Yep, no more truck sound. Now let's see if it... Perfect. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Before I do anything, I'm not going to trim. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to export that son of a bitch. Because it only exports the yellow line. Export arrangement. It's a wave file. And I'm going to do, let's say, redo. Okay. Windows Media Player opens because it's got a new file. Alright. Now there was another one. There was another one. There was another one. What track was that? Oh dear. It's got to be that one right there. So I'll solo that one out. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's the bass. Okay, okay. So what was it? There was something other than the bass though. Is it the one right below it? Oh, where did it go? I know there was more than one. We just redid that one, right? No. Was it this one? Yes. Okay. So we just redid that one. And I can barely see it, but there's a line there. Why was I know there was another one. I know there was another one. Ah, there it is. This one. Now, there's an audio delay. I don't know if you could hear from one to the other. There was a little blank spot. And if you can see that flat line, that's what I need to remove. And recenter the track, basically. So which one was that? Yeah. Could probably leave the yellow right where it is. Because it's probably that next track, isn't it? Yep. Okay. Okay. So if I leave my yellow bar where it is, will that line up better? I kind of heard a pick chuck in that one too. And there is still a little blank here. I'm so afraid I'm going to tie into the next riff on the back side of it because of the alignment. Because at the end of it, by the end of the track, my ear has aligned everything. So the end might be in alignment, and if I travel over that, I might be grabbing the beginning of the next riff at the end of this one. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? So let's find out. Nailed it. Nailed it. Okay. Export. Wave. I say redo to. Redo to. That started out so much better. Okay, now the bass track had a big ass gap too. I don't know. Did I take the very first from the bass? Or did I take? What section did I use? So I know there's a big section down in the graveyard. Is this the beginning, or did I steal it from the mill somewhere? Oh my god. Is that the bass track? Is that what I'm looking at? That was a good start too. It sounded good. And see, I did the slide at the end of the second part of that riff on the bass. Oh, that's where I got the idea. I got that in my head after I recorded the guitar, and when I did the bass the next day, I had it in my head that that slide happens twice in the riff, and I was wrong. There's another rhythm part. Did I do it on that too? Oh my god. I did. Oh. You know what? That's fine. There's layers. Some of them slide, some of them don't. That's harmonizing. Sort of. Okay. But we do need to redo the bass one. The beginning, that gap, contributes to that silent skip in the friggin' whole thing. And where I have it now sounded good. It lines up with everything else. We're gonna call it good. We're gonna leave it there. We're gonna try that. Export. I'm gonna say bass redo. Oh, shoot. I didn't have the right track soloed out. Before I do that again, let's delete. So slow. This new format. Windows update, the friggin' right click friggin' screen has changed. Why won't they leave shit alone? Alright, so let's try that again, making sure we're soloing the bass track. Okay. Bass redo. Oops, I hit caps lock by accident. Alright. So I have the 3 files fixed. Hopefully those were the only spots I had that problem. I don't think I had that issue in any of the drum tracks. I have other issues with the drum track, but I'm not too picky about the drum track. I'd really like to get a live drum to replace them someday. Or someone who has the same easy drummer bullshit that I have, but with the plug-in extension working. Instead of trying to record the way I do from one app to the other, it actually opens it in the VST, opens in the DAW. Mine won't do that. This old version won't take the VST, so I found a workaround, but it has a kind of a glitchy sound sometimes. I could open the new version of this, which does the VST, if I can find the files I used, and grab them that way. It might be cleaner. I might went from a quick fix to a friggin' full-on exploratory surgery. But I do see spots like right here in the drum track. Looks kind of gappy, but it really isn't. It's just reverb, sustain or whatever from the last strike. I don't know. Maybe fixing these gaps in the guitar tracks will fix what I was hearing. Maybe it was just a figment of my imagination with the drum part. I just want to make sure I did everything, I got everything I wanted before I move on. So I don't think the other track, the other riff had the issues with the gapping. I think I got that one clipped right. And I repeat it. Oh, come on. I repeat it. In the track, so it goes twice, so we should be able to hear the crossover. See, that crossed over good. What about for the entire track? Unmute that. There was something skippy there. There was something skippy there. Oh. I don't know if it was there. Here. That's just a gap between the notes. That's not a gap in the track clipping. Where did that gap noise come from? Oh, I moved something by accident. Don't you hate that? Or maybe it was just the clipping I haven't fixed yet that I heard. I don't know. Oh. Alright. There is something. Something is gappy right there. And I don't know what the hell is causing it. It's not that one. It's not that one. What the hell? Again, like I said, a figment of my imagination, right? I'm not hearing it anywhere when I'm doing it singles. Maybe it's just an overlap, a mudding issue. Oh, I think I heard it. Right there. It's in the bass line somehow. Oh, it's right there, whatever it is, and it's in the track. It's I think it's noise from shitty wiring in my bass. I think that's what it is. I think that's just a little static tick from the bad wiring in the bass. Wouldn't that suck after all this? Come down to something that I can't fix. Shit. Okay. So I guess that's all for now for that part. Let's put this away. And we don't need this anymore. I'm not recording tracks today. I'm just tinkering and fixing and editing. So I'm gonna save it. I think that's the only one, was the 16 bar one that had my issues. I think everything else was clean. Okay. So now the next step is to put it on my phone. Move my StreamYard screen. Ooh. And open this. Put this back over here. In case you haven't noticed, now I'm opening iTunes. Your browser has lost connection to your screen share audio. Try sharing your screen again. Oh, the friggin' iPhone probably has no audio again. Let's see. Yep, the pairing failed. The audio for the pairing failed again. Because I opened iTunes and that probably triggered another audio driver, which created a fault, which is what's going on here. Probably it's an audio driver fault. A lot of different apps running audio drivers. I think that's my problem. What was I doing? Oh yeah. Yeah. Literally plug the phone in now. So I'm just going to stop that whole screen sharing on it for now, because it's failed anyway. I don't want it to interrupt what we're doing now with it plugged in, because God only knows. So okay. Okay, and then the little iPhone. Yes, screen share audio, blah blah blah. Just out of curiosity. All the screen share audio doesn't work. Really? Okay, let's try this. Bear with me as I close and reopen. Crap. There we go. Clickety, 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 clickety. And then, did I close it? I did, didn't I? Oops. And now it won't screen share the audio. Oh, maybe it's a copyright bullshit. Maybe it just won't because of iTunes. Even though I got a lot of personal audio, original audio on here. I don't know why it wouldn't. That doesn't make any sense. And here I am trying to play an original tune. Let's try that again. With it already running. See if that helps. It does not. That's right, we don't need audio for what we're using this for anyway. Gonna go ahead and grab this little icon shaped like your phone once it's plugged in. Go to your file sharing, GarageBand, and then my redo files. See, I'll put them over here so you can see there's the base redo, and the redo 2, and redo 1. There. And I'm just going to take all of those and drag them right into there. Boom. Done. Okay. I put them in a folder. I'm trying to organize stuff. I've got a folder for this new track. Okay. Now we're going to try this one more time. The connection. Give me a code. Bingo. No audio. No sound. Might be because iTunes was redo screen share. No audio. Like I said, you never know what's gonna happen. It might work, it might not. Boom. Well, we don't need audio to do what we're gonna do anyway. This was a visual thing at this point. So, screw it. So what I want to do, let's go into the files here, go into here, where was it? There's, okay, there they are. There's the new track 1 redo, and I go down here to end. And I gotta find one that says redo. There's the redo. Okay. And then, why didn't it stay there like last time? Okay, then the bass redo, or redo 2. There it is. And the big old bass redo. Okay, so now they're in there. Now I'm going to put them here for now, for starters, till I find out what friggin' line they go on. So I want redo 1. Just going to set it right there. Redo 2. Set it right there. And the bass redo. I think the bass was down here. Right there. Okay. So we got the new bass. Of course the audio's not working. And those, this one looks like it go, oh, stop. Actually this one looks like it goes here, and this one looks like it, oh, stop, goes here. It's a replacement for this one, and that's a replacement for that one. Looks right. And this one's the replacement for, oh, why did it do that? Why does it link them? Alright. Stop playing, there's no sound. Now that I've done that, I'll replace them in a second, but I want to manually replace them in here. That way I know which one's which. So first of all, it's this one here. Right. That one. Going to delete. And what I want to do is manually put redo 1 right there. So now what I want to do is delete that old one, delete that old one, delete that old one, and then copy, paste, paste. Oh, things are working out good now. Paste. Alright, now we'll redo 2. I need to find the other one. What was the other one? That was guitar 2 riff 1. But in this one I only started it up halfway through. No, that's this one. No. Which one was it? Which one was it? Yeah, it was. Guitar 2, riff 1. It is there. The cutoff is on that one too. So I gotta trim that one down to 8 bars and use only the first. That's why I thought there was a slide on the second half, because I used the first half of the for the second half of the. And if you're following that, you're about as smart as me. Yeah. No, but if you could follow that train of thought, you and me, you should be here. We should be working together. So I'm going to delete this one. And this is redo 2. I hope. Okay. Now we're going to delete this one. And that's it. So I'm going to copy, paste, and see the gapping? That gapping is intentional. That's like where I'm hoping to put lead guitar solo maybe. Now what I want to do, oh, stop it. There we go. I want to split that in half. Copy. Delete. Paste. And then stretch that back out, put it back. And I got no audio. I want to hear. Oh, we gotta redo the bass line. We gotta slow your roll, Bill. Slow your roll. All right. So there's that line. So that just looped it twice. That's only 8 bars, and I changed it to 16. I took the whole 16 bars from the original track when I originally only used 8 bars for the bass on that one. Let's see. Delete. Cancel. Bass redo. Oh, maybe I didn't. Maybe it was all 6. No, yeah. And that's why there's I can try it. If I don't like it, I can do what I did to like I did to the other one and split it in half. And do it as the 8 bar. I should really stretch them out and read them, because I might have used one of the optional ones on some of these. I grabbed some of the graveyard tracks and entered them as option, like I said earlier in the beginning of this, for like the differences in nuance and whatnot. Did I use the option one? There's one, yeah. Guitar track 1, guitar 4, riff 1, option, riff 3. So I did use an optional riff. Oh, but I just replaced it, didn't I? No, I didn't. Why didn't I replace that one? Looks like there's a hell of a gap in that one. Oh, that's riff 2. It's a option for Riff 2. It's called Riff 3, but it's an optional Riff 2. Oh, it says Riff 1 option. What did I do? Anywho, did I paste that back? Oh, what's going on here? There's a gap in that one. Delete. Copy. Paste. No gap in that one. Yep. Delete. Paste. And like I said, I might put that deck down to 8 and use only the first 8 of that twice like I did originally, depending on how the tie-in to the second riff is after it. And I'd like to check that right now, but again, the audio driver wasn't working. I'm going to give this another shot. Let's close this. I'm going to close this all the way. Close it right out. Hopefully that saved the damn changes. Oh my god, I didn't even think of that. Yep, the redos are all there. Okay. Whew. Panic for a second there. What am I doing? I want to totally stop the screen share. The screen share app has been stopped. The app has stopped and been restarted. Let's do the screen share deal again. Pairing, I mean. Pairing the device. Over Wi-Fi, so I can share my phone on my computer screen, and then I can share that screen with you. If the audio works this time. Okay, let's see if we have sound. Big fat no. Your browser has lost connection to your screen. Should try. Well, that sucks. That sucks. I can't figure out why it won't share audio again. So screw that, and just for shits and giggles, I guess we can remove that. Stop it completely. I'm just gonna hold it up to the damn microphone and see if you can hear it. Oh my... That better not have been why. The volume was all turned all the way down on the phone. I don't know if that would have done it, but I'll see how the quality is through the microphone. For shits and giggles. synchronized better. I can hear it. Cleaned it up. Besides the audio snafu at the end with the screen share bullshit, it actually fucking worked. And that's all hoping that any of the audio made it to the damn stream, which I'm about to find out now because I am done. I'm gonna go review this video. No viewers for the entire show, obviously, doesn't matter. Catch it on the replay, let me know what you think. Again, if all the audio was working, and hopefully I didn't just waste an hour and a half showing you stuff that you couldn't fucking hear. Again. Quite a process. So, but it works for me. I could just plug in directly to the phone and do all my recording right here. But this little wire and the fumbling and the I have all this big gear. I got these pedals. I've got all this crap. Record it raw on my computer, and then tinker with it and put it on the phone so that I can utilize all those tools too. And I do a lot of mastering and stuff on the computer before I put it on the phone, and then really master it more once it's on the phone. You didn't see me do any of the mastering on the computer because it's already been done. I didn't change anything. All I did was changing what I took for the clip, you know what I'm saying? I didn't actually change any of the audio effects or anything. I didn't change any of the mastering, so that's why it should sound seamless. Like I didn't swap them out. It should be all good, because then all the mastering I did on here should be saved on that line, so when I put a track in there, the mastering should apply to that replacement track as well. Like the EQ and all that, it applies to everything you put on that line after you've done it, after the fact. And that cleaned up good. That's gosh. And again, I don't know if that's the format I'm going to go with, you know, number of verses and stanzas or whatever. The repetitiveness could change. I have used this layout and created lyrics so it fits with this layout currently, but that could change. We'll just worry about actually getting the lyrics recorded before I bulge into that or whatever. I can't even. It's good. Yeah. Enjoy and stay tuned. If you like this stuff, you might enjoy my vision for the finished product with the vocals and the screaming and the. Yeah. I hope you like it. I hope you learned something. Peace.